Tammy's got a channel. On YouTube she shines. The fake bake diaries, crafting in her own sweet time. She'll show you how to make fake ice cream that glows, giant gumdrops and cotton candy, whimsical treats she knows. Grab your scissors, get your glue. The crafting's just begun with a sprinkle of imagination.
Hello everyone! Now if there's one particular sweet that I love everything about, it's cotton candy. It just gives me that nostalgic feeling about being young and free. So, why make a traditional cotton candy when you can make a pretzel cotton candy? Now let's make some cotton candy magic.
Crafting with a twist, fake bake diary.
This is what we're going to make it out of. This is foam wire. It ties back plants. You use it in your garden. You can look for it in your gardening section. There's the wire, and it's just covered with a foam. You can bend it all kinds of different ways. The first thing we're going to do is make a little pretzel. We're going to make one that looks like this. All this is one piece, and you can make them in a whole bunch of different sizes. Use wire cutters with this. Take some of your foam wire, straighten it out. I take the two sides like this with my hands underneath it and cross them in the middle. It's that simple. Adjust it so that it makes sense to you and you can bend the wire along the way. My hot glue gun is all ready to go. Don't worry if you don't get the ends exactly the same because you can just snip them off.
Grab my tools, I'm ready to go. Crafting is how I let my soul glow. Therapy's pricey, it ain't for me. I find solace in creativity. You see, I
am going to make sure that it's glued well because this is our base. This is the structure that we're going to use that everything sits on. Snip this part off. This is my bigger one. Again, all I've taken is one big piece, crossed them over, and glued them here. I want to give this a thicker roll around this bottom, cut a length. Start here, glue it on, and now I'm just going to wrap.
It's crystal clear. No need for prescriptions, no therapy bill. I find my peace with each crafty fill. Peace with each crafty frill. Paint and glue, scissors do, gotta get crafty. That's what we do. Fake bakers on a mission, we're in disguise. Shopping for supplies. We'll improvise. Gingham, ribbons, and sparkly beads. In the aisles, we follow our needs, hiding gems in.
Keep these ends long. I can cut a little bit off of this one to make it about the same length as the one beside it. As you cover it with your wool roving, it shortens this area, so this will get bulkier in here. It makes these end parts get shorter. I've got this really super cute wool roving, and it's a lovely pink for a cotton candy. Wool roving comes in these strips, so when you get it, you get it rolled up like this, and when you unroll it, it looks like this. And you can easily separate sections. It all comes in these easy to take off rows. So you can rip them all down in a row and you can easily rip it apart. I'd like a wraparound of this wool roving to start to give it its shape and its puffiness. I'm going to use about this thickness and I'm going all the way around. I'm going to start in the middle. Glue on this side and some glue on this side and some glue here. Find my middle.
Follow our needs, hiding gems in.
Wrap around the center.
Creating masterpieces, stealing our hearts. Cheesy smiles and secret winks. Tammy on the TV.
I don't want this too long. If you're trying to add glue onto this and you're wrapping a long piece around, it'll all get caught up in your glue. So this is just long enough. It's not going to get all caught up in my glue. Overlap it just slightly. If you do see the glue, like in this area here, don't worry about it because this is your underneath area.
She woke up early, kids still asleep, dreaming of a place.
I'm not pulling on it to make it tight.
Husband calling now, but she needs a break. One single day for her sanity's sake.
Flip it over to the back. If you see there's a little bit of green here, take this and cross it up this way. I want to get that green covered. If you don't, you will see it through your cotton candy.
Paper and scissors, glitter and glue. Need a little silence. What else can she do? She loves them dearly, but her mind's in a spin. Crafting self-care, time for her to begin. Lock me in my craft room, just for a day. Fake bake diaries gonna take me away. Take me away. Paper and scissors, glitter and glue. Need a little silence. What else can she do? She loves them dearly, but her mind's in a spin.
Now I need a smaller piece. I don't need a big long one. Keep it about the same width.
Time for her to begin. Lock me in my craft room, just for a day. Fake bake diaries gonna take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Neighbors gather round, paints and ladders found. Lights are tangled tight, chaos in the night. Let's make our street right, colors in the night. Oops, there goes a crash. Hey, don't splash the trash. Joe with the big grin falls into the bin. Tiny lights that gleam, Marie's Christmas dream. Let's make our street right, colors in the night. Oops, there goes a crash. Hey, don't splash the trash. Betty climbs too high, lighting up the sky. Dog steals Santa's hat, everyone laughs at that. Snowman wearing shades, ducks in parades, kids with candy canes, winter fun remains. Joe with the big grin falls into the bin. Tiny lights that gleam, Marie's Christmas dream. Let's make our street right, colors in the night. Oops, there goes a crash. Hey, don't splash the trash. Betty climbs too high, lighting up the sky. Dog steals Santa's hat, everyone laughs at that. lights, ducks in parades, kids with candy canes, winter fun remains. Glittering gumdrops piled high, so sweet. Whimsical colors like a Candyland tree. Friends by the fire, feeling warm inside as the snow falls softly on this magical night. Gumdrop trees standing tall and proud, houses made of candy so cozy and round. Fairies fly and dance with joy in their eyes in this fantasy world where dreams can't hide. Let's taste the sweetness of the sugary delight. Gumdrops on our tongues like fireworks in the night. Together we'll sing a Merry Christmas cheer in this gumdrop wonderland where love is near.
I'm trying to stabilize it. Take my point and I'm just trying to get it into the cross section in here. It's poked through here. I don't know if you can see that.
Lights are twinkling, the snow's aglow. Candles flicker in the cold night flow. Holding hands under mistletoe, sharing gumdrops in the winter glow. We laugh together like kids do. With every bite, our smiles grew. Colors bright like dreams so true. Candy sweet and so are you. Gumdrops and laughter fill the air. Love and joy we can't compare. In your eyes a twinkle rare. Sharing treasures everywhere. Snowflakes dancing around our feet. Heat from the heart can't compete with the warmth from a moment fleet when our hearts in sync beat to beat. Sugar kisses a frosty charm. Hold me close inside your arms. Through the chill and winter storms, love remains, it keeps us warm. Every flavor a new delight. Holding tight through the silent night. Red and green and glowing light. With each taste, everything's right. Gumdrops and laughter fill the air. Love and joy we can't compare. In your eyes a twinkle rare. Sharing treasures everywhere. Gumdrops and laughter fill the air.
Now I need to cover these two ends at the bottom. Snip off this wire. Do a basic measurement here to here. I want them basically even. Let's say you end up and these are too short. Cut another piece off, glue it on, take a piece of duct tape, wrap the duct tape around, and then continue on with what you're doing.
Wake up in the morning light, got $1 in my hand. I'm heading to the store so bright, this place is Wonderland. Cartwheel down the aisles, dollar signs in my eyes. Glittered blue and buttons bright, every shelf a new surprise. Dollar store, find so sweet, crafting dreams we meet. Everything we need and more, right there in the dollar store. Feathers for a funky hat, mason jars for summer nights, stickers for scrapbook chat, we're creating pure delights. No limits to what we'll make, imagination wide awake, a masterpiece from paper plates, together for our crafting sake. Dollar store, find so sweet, crafting dreams we need, everything we need and more, right there in the dollar store. Oh, the dollar store. No limits to what we'll make, imagination wide awake, a masterpiece from paper plates, together for our crafting sakes. Dollar store, find so sweet, crafting dreams we need, everything we need and more, right there in the dollar store. Dollar store.
I'm gonna let that dry so that that gets nice and hard. We'll come back in a few minutes.
Now, here's today's crafting question. Do you like to listen to anything while you craft? I know I do. Do you like to listen to podcasts or music or maybe watch television? If you do, I'd love to know which ones are your favorite. Put your answers in the comments below, and I look forward to reading all of your responses.
The next thing is to put on the real cotton candy piece to it. So we're going to fluff this right up. I'm just taking exactly the same wool roving. It doesn't matter how long your pieces are. Take a nice thick one, and I have my glue gun. We're going to separate these out one way, and then we're going to go across diagonally to make it a bit more puffier so that everything is just not in one straight line. Here's my first piece. Now I've got a nice little fluff ball. Looks all nice, light, and airy. There's 4 pieces that connect here. And as well as down here, you end up having to go over it a few times in different directions. I don't start here and go around. I make sure that I'm covering from one angle, this part here in the center. So I'm starting already trying to get this covered. And I also try to start covering this little part right up at the top.
Vaping line just to get inside.
This is where we don't want to put a ton of glue. The first time that we went around and wrapped, it didn't really matter how much glue there was. Here, you're not trying to put a ton of glue. You want this to sit on top and look airy and fluffy.
What we do.
I've come up through the center and I'm going to put this down the middle.
Making things till late at night. Stickers, ribbons.
You're going to put some glue here. And I'm going to do this.
Oh, can't resist the call. Oh, crafting's worth it all.
The reason I put my glue right in here and right under here to wrap it, because you still want to end up with your shape of your pretzel. I try to glue right into there so that those don't get lost. Now I can run this way.
Treasures every place. Heavenly smell of fresh new wood. Who knew shopping felt this good?
So all I want is a dab. So I'm going to put a dab here. And that's all you want right now.
Crafting's worth it all. Supplies before we go. Line so long, but who can care? Crafted dreams waiting there. Glitter magic fast.
I like that this is wide. So there was a thinner end and a wider end, because this end here, I want to separate in pieces and wrap a bit around here, a bit around here as I go around. So I'm going to put the thicker end where all those pieces meet together. I'm gluing it in the middle so that I can wrap it around both sides. But right now I'm just doing the tops of it because I'm just waiting for the glue to dry.
Line so long, but who can care? Crafted dreams wait. Magic fabric lace, craft store heaven's special place.
This is what it looks like from behind. Very lightly, I'm going to wrap.
Dusty shelves we browse around, looking for gems we can crown. All things new hands can revive, making fake bakes come alive. Plaid shirts and worn out jeans, vintage finds, you know what I mean. We'll paint and shape and redesign, turn the junk into something fine. In the thrift shop we find gold, every item a story told, turning trash into sweet delight, fake bake shining bright tonight.
I don't tend to flop that over. I separate them. I still want to keep the shape of the pretzel.
Buttons and lace, old and torn, with some love they can be reborn. Sprinkle glitter, add some flair, creating treasures everywhere. Hustle, bustle, crafting spree, our imagination running free. In the eye,
I have to leave this loose so I can work with the back. My glue right where the pieces meet, and I'm pushing down on that so I can keep that shape.
the item, a story told, turning trash into sweet delight, fake bake shining bright tonight.
Make sure that this section here is tucked in.
In the thrift shop we find gold, every item a story told, turning trash into sweet delight, fake bake shining bright tonight.
Make sure that this is covered over at the tip.
Dusty shelves we browse around, looking for gems we can crown. Old things new hands can revive, making fake babes come alive. Hustle, bustle, crafting spree, our imagination running free. In the aisles with shopping carts, we find the pieces for our art. I swore no more glue, no more strings. I said I'm done with tiny things. Said no more buttons, no more beads. But then there's glitter in the breeze. Look at Tammy on the screen, fake baked dreams, how they gleam. Silly me, I had to laugh. Crafting is my better half. Can't stop crafting, no way. Every time I swear I stray. Crafty heart leads me to play. Crafting every single day.
When you get into these corners, try to separate as much as you can right from the beginning so that it just doesn't bulk up in those corners.
Crafting dreams so grand. Can't stop crafting, no way. Every time I swear I stray. Crafty heart leads me to play. Crafting every single day. Just one more step, one more piece. Creativity unleashed. In the night, in the day, crafting always finds its way. hearts, reading magic in our hands. Paper flowers rise with spark in a world that understands. Glitter, shine, and love we share, frost and dreams beyond compare. Joy in simple shapes we make, in our world no hearts will break. Bake, bakes we create, lifting spirits high, it's fate. Some don't get it and that's fine, in our room we're so divine. Cut and fold with steady hand, colors bright as we command. Tales of passion we unfold.
My love for cotton candy started years ago where my kids had a photo shoot done at the fair. They were holding their cotton candies in their hands. They were just the most precious pictures. The texture that it brought into the photographs was absolutely incredible. I find cotton candy is very nostalgic and it just gives me such a warm feeling. And so last year, the kids and I went to the fair again and we were doing fair pictures all over again. So I've got some when they were just 3 and 4 years old. Now that they're a few years older, we have some new ones.
Fake, bake, so we create, lifting spirits high, it's fate. Some don't get it and that's fine, in our room we're so divine. Fake bakes we create, lifting spirits high, it's fate. Some don't get it and that's fine, in our room we're so divine. Cut and fold with steady hand, colors bright as we command. Tales of passion we unfold, in my craft we're pure as gold. With each brush we draw the line, love and laughter intertwine. In this space we find our place, united we will always chase. Some won't see the beauty here, but in our hearts we're crystal clear. Passion's fire lights our way, in our craft room night and day.
So bright, glitter flies and glue in sight. Fake bakes looking so pristine, till I drop them with a scream. Frosting falls right off the cake, spills and smudges I can't take. Wobbly towers start to lean, life behind the baker's screen. Laugh them all away, even when it topples we'll laugh another day. Oh, the fake baked bloopers keep the fun in play.
Anytime you're trying to blend something in, if there's a loop, you need to break the loop. So here's a loop here. Just break that loop and wisp it out, and then it'll blend right in.
Buttercream is not behaving. Here's a shout out to my cravings. Sugar sprinkles on the floor, stepped in paint, can't take no more. Dough explosion sets the scene.
I don't glue down the very ends of them because that's what is going to help with wisping and blending everything in.
Bloopers, laugh them all away, even when it topples we'll laugh another day. Oh, the fake baked bloopers keep the fun in play. 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 Keep the fun in play.
I'm looking for loose places, making sure that everything is covered. I love it. I'm going to put this aside and we'll be back to do the next part.
Right now, it looks a little bit like a poodle, but you're just going to shape everything the way that you want to shape it. I like mine just looking a little bit puffier rather than all of the strings looking like they're wrapped around everything, but that's up to you. My concern is to get it nice and puffy and to break some of these little loops. And the more you play with it, the more it will take the shape that you want. So I'm going to break this loop. I'm still going to have the direction of my roving wool kind of coming down and over it, but I'd like it to get kind of as fluffy as I can get it. So if you see here, that's a little loop that I just don't want in there. I'm just going to rip it. So I'll tear it. I don't recommend cutting it because if you tear it apart, all the ends are shagged and they really blend into each other quite nicely. If you cut them, the straight line doesn't allow them to blend very well.
Crafting with a twist, fake big diaries, where dreams come alive like fairy tale stories, glittering gumdrops. That's our secret prize, flat secret prize, fluffy cotton candy that'll mesmerize. Giant donuts.
And that's all I'm doing all the way across. And it's just the top layer, and separate it as much or as little as you want to. So you can see that it would go around as a cotton candy would.
It's whimsical and divine. Sugar rush sweetness, oh, it makes you feel alive in the big diaries.
Once you do that, you just start proofing it up, and I'll do that at the very end. And you make that as poofy as you want to.
Let your imagination run loose. It's all for you. All for you, come true. Come join us. Let your imagination run loose. It's all for you.
Right now, it's pretty fluffed up. It's looking really good. And any details, you mix that right before you spray it. It'll look fluffier when you do the other side. So all nice and fluffy. Now flip it over and do the other side. These wooden skewers are big, long ones. I get at the dollar store. I take 3 of them and I put them together. I put 2 together and pile the third one on top, and they all get glued together. To get these in here, I take a smaller skewer. It's pointier at the end than these ones. I use this as my pilot hole. Take this and loosen this up so there ends up being a bit of room. 3 dowels to fit in. Glue all of these sticks together. So first I glue the 2 bottom ones. Still nice and warm. I do want to wait for this to cool because as I try to shove in the sticks, I want them to be solid because they're going to move around a bit and I don't want the glue breaking apart. So don't rush that. If it's warm, just leave it. I don't have any glue on here yet. Clear Gorilla Glue. It's the original formula, and the original formula will stick to foam. I'm not going to put my adhesive on the points because that's not the thickest area of the stick. I want this part to be the stabilizing aspect of it. So I only want to start my glue here. My little wire cutters, I'm just going to snip these. It stands up just fine, but I kind of want to stabilize it. If you feel you want to do that, this is all you do. Jabbing it into this midsection. Feel it come up here, that's good. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. That's really quite good. I'm going to leave that to dry.
I've let this dry overnight. Let's take this elastic off. Now all I've done is cut off any excess pieces of tape. The next thing is wrap my stick. So I want to start right at the top of my stick. The easiest thing to do is to cut a piece. And I'm trying to get it as close to the top as I can.
Arting, gluing, painting, sewing, crafting is the way I'm flowing. Scissors, snip, colors popping, I'm in my zone, no plan stopping. Unleashing my creativity, every stitch, I set it free. Crafting treasures one by one, from the rising moon to morning sun. Just a glue gun, scissors and thread, making magic, feeling so spread. Crafting time makes my happy.
Make it as tight as you can. I want to put a second layer of ribbon over top. I'm going to put a bow so it will cover up this section. I'm going to go a little bit further than the edge of my stick so that I can wrap one layer over the end. I have about this much ribbon left. So this roll in width, it was 1.5 inches by 12 feet or 3.6 meters. For my second layer, I have this sheer shimmer ribbon, 9.8 meters and 2.3 inches wide.
Snowflakes falling, candy canes twirl, gingerbread houses, everyone's whirl. In a land of sugar, elves dance around. Lollipops grow from the snowy ground. Tinsel glimmers.
Make sure it's all tight and attached to that greenish ribbon underneath. So they're basically the same tone. I find that adding the lightness creates a bit of an airy feeling. If I kept it solid, it would have so much more visual weight.
Sweetest dreams won't ever fade. Lollipops in Christmas land, holding one in each hand. Sugar sparkle candy treat, holidays never tasted so sweet. Sleigh bells ringing oh so clear, peppermint laughter fills the air. Glowing flames in the fireplace. Gumdrop garlands, a warm embrace. Candy canes and mistletoe arch. Hot cocoa with a cinnamon starch. In a winter wonderland where lollipops dance.
Oh yeah, the sparkle and the shine on that, it looks really good. The rest of this, I'm going to make a bow that goes right here. That's the last of this. That should be perfect for the amount of bow that I'll need. Weave it through the front, poke through the front, and come out the back.
Close, jingle all the way to
I'm going to tie this in a knot, but I'll end up gluing this down.
every corner smells like some.
I'm happy with that. I'm going to give it fluff because we've been turning it over and handling it, and this is so easy to do because it's already fluffed up. And I'm going to decorate one side. If you took a box and you put a hole in it, you can stand yours right up and do both sides at the same time. But just for the sake of the video, I'm going to have to do one side, let that dry, and then turn around and do the other side. I'm going to take a couple of these sprinkles that I made. They're polymer clay, and sit these on. These would be the size that you would normally get. Put these ones on here. We're going to use clear tacky glue. Put the tacky glue right on the sprinkle. I'm only going down as far as here. So I'm imagining now that I'm putting the icing on, and I only want my icing to come down to here, come over, into here, here, and cover this top part. And then I will leave the bottom part regular cotton candy.
With a bag of colors bright, crafty wonders in the light. Oh, sugar plum fair.
The little balls that I have, they're 6mm faux pearls.
Craft supplies you bring so near. Glitter sparkles and ribbons flow. Crafty dreams begin to.
I want to put on glitter. We start with our biggest glitter first. To put on your glitter, use a spray adhesive. That will ensure that your cotton candy stays nice and fluffy. So after you glue on your large embellishments, only spray the area where you are going to sprinkle your glitter. Give it a spray, sprinkle your largest glitter, give it another quick spray, and apply your other glitter. This by Hemway. It's called Peach Pink Iridescent. I just love this. It's just so cute. A nice big glitter.
Hear the cheer. Craft supplies you bring so near.
I want to put some white on to brighten it up a bit, so I'm just going to put a little bit more spray. This one here is called Glitz Brilliant. This is a really lovely white and pink, and I got that one at Michael's.
Through the knitted pearls.
Whoa, that is so cute. I have some white shaped glitter. They're white, they're stars and hearts and circles. I don't want too many of those. And this final one is a very fine mother of pearl. I always put my finest ones on last. The fine ones will take up all your glue space, and you won't be able to put the big ones on.
Of thread, fill the shelves beside the bed.
After, I'm going to take my glue gun, glue that on the right place. But before I do that, I'm going to paint these little sticks pink, and I'll show you after it's all done. When you're all finished, apply one more coat, and that will help to hold the glitter on.
Well, that's it for today's sweet escapades. Don't forget to hit that notification button so that you know when the next video is released. See you soon!
Sugar rush sweetness, oh, it makes you